and my name is Edem Knight-Tay. My guest this morning, Mrs. Theresa Wiafe Asante. She is a family life counselor, a top one at that. And I have PG Sebastian. PG, we have missed you. Yes, indeed. PG is a relationship coach. And thank you for joining us this morning. Mama T, PG, good morning. How are you? Oh, but why am I not hearing you? Can you say hello again? Okay. Guys, I don't know if it's just me, but I would appreciate it if you have the microphones checked for me. Can you try it again? You can hear them. You can hear them. Okay. All right. Great.
Great.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay. Good. Homer First is brought to us by Vitamilk. Indeed, a nutritious beverage that feels good anywhere, anytime. And we started, a conversation last week. Basically, we're just running a clinic. And we said that we want to answer more of your questions. Last week, when we were ending, that's when some of the questions started coming in. So you want to send yours in very, very, very early this morning. 055 11 11 997. And we have 0302 216541. We will be activating the phone lines. But this show is about you and us here in the studio. We don't have a particular topic for discussion. We want to take questions that are on your minds, things you've been, worried about. And by the grace of God, my guest will be able to help provide you with godly counsel to ease your mind so that you are able to take or make those important decisions when it comes to your relationships, your marriages, your homes, and, generally your family life. So you're welcome. I'm going to go on quickly to the very first question. It's a very interesting one. When I posted it, it came up yesterday. Glenn Bakari, I see you. Good morning to you. So this one says that, Edem, I am in love with my boss.
Why did you say like that?
Mercy, Lord.
But that is how the person says the message.
So you are reading it?
Yes, I'm reading it. I'm trying to paraphrase. It's a very long story. So it's from a male. He's in love with his boss. And the age difference is almost 20 years. And he says that he thinks his boss has also realized it. And but they are cool. The only thing is that it's becoming a bit, my children would say, tensious. And he's wondering if he should just allow himself to be transferred to a different department or maybe leave the company totally, because the boss is single, not married.
Who is the older one?
The lady, the boss.
Lady is the older.
Yeah, the lady. So it's from a male who is younger, about 20 years younger.
Wow.
And yeah, he's wondering what should he do. Okay, he says the strong person. He says no. We seem to be in love with each other.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not bad.
It's not bad. Why is it that the two of you, nobody knows?
Nobody wants to speak.
This is serious.
PG will speak, don't worry. It's from a male, so he should take the first bite.
Okay.
Yeah, PG hasn't been here in a while. So.
Well, it's interesting. Mm-hmm. On the fairy tale side of it, yeah, why not? If your boss is older, and naturally she feels the same way as you feel, yeah, you might want to give it a shot. I mean, it's going to be nice, and it's I guess it is fun. But that's why I said the fairy tale side.
Okay, great.
There's a reality side.
Uh-huh.
And the reality side is that maybe you're just infatuated with somebody who
Exactly.
who gives you that who displays that kind of motherly tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we may want to ask him what is his relationship like with his mom. If he even had a mom, if he even had a woman who was very loving, or he did have one but was more of an excessive one, to the point that now it's become his modus operandi or his way of perception. And when it comes to women, you have to be old, you have to be motherly and all of that. So
I want
it's
to call him Kweku. He's listening.
Yes, it's either he didn't have much of that, or he had a bit more of that. Yes, or naturally, it just so naturally happened that, you know, the woman probably speaks his language, connects in a particular way, and the two of them find themselves uniquely attracted or drawn to each other. Because sometimes, you know, you do get that. You just meet somebody randomly.
Yeah.
Even sometimes it's just a kind of music. Interestingly, let me just say something. Interestingly, yesterday, I was just lying in my bed and I was listening to a song, reggae music by Culture. Then suddenly it occurred to me that I can easily skip a Bob Marley song. I can easily skip a Peter Tosh song. I can't skip a Culture song. I can't skip a Burning Spear song. Any track of them, I will listen to the end.
Okay.
You understand? But then somebody wouldn't skip a Bob Marley song. You get what I mean? I mean, most people wouldn't. So sometimes it's just that you are uniquely connected to a particular, say, artist, a particular event, a particular experience, or a particular person in a way that is weird, that nobody can actually explain the connection. And if that is that, then that is that. There is nothing really we can do about that. But the reality of it is that after the bliss and everything settles, remember,
What next?
she is your boss. And so you would have to contend with two realities, that duality of that relationship, the duality of power and the duality, the side of power and the side of love. And how do you balance that? At what point in time is she your woman? At what point in time is she your boss? And at what point in time does she learn to draw the line?
That's
and
a lot of work, isn't it?
yes, would she be willing to draw the line? Because it also depends on how she behaves at work. Some people are generally nice at work. So it's very easy for you to get that nice treatment, and it won't be sort of attraction or contention or comment or gossip in the office. Or she could be known to be very strict, and then when it comes to you, she either has to be strict to be consistent and therefore also avoid the rumors that are likely to spring up, or she has to be nice and keep your love, but then risk the gossip that will come down. When it comes to him, she is different, so there is that. And then again, there comes in the bit about sometimes she has to put her foot down. Then you begin to see her trying to control you, trying to be a mother to you. Because, she's 20 years older than you. When she tells you that you can do something or you can't do something, sometimes it's not from a place of trying to show that she has a say. Sometimes she just knows because she has 20 years life experience than you. Sadly. So she will shut you down. And if you're not careful, it will come across like, are you trying to control me? And so then it will also start its own rebellion. Then comes my brother. 20 years difference, it means you have a whole circle of friends who are removed from her generation. You have two realities to live. Either you live in her generation or she lives in your generation, or both of you live in your individual generation. Which means that she's going to have a problem with your girlfriends and you're going to have a problem with his boyfriends.
This is so complicated.
It's complicated. I mean, it's beautiful when both of you are wealthy and all of these things I'm talking about is nonsense. I mean, you're wealthy, you're flying, you're going to Monaco, you are chilling. But if you're going to live everyday life, my brother, it's complex than that. And I will tell you, listen, it's not worth it. I mean, if you want to go with the flow and enjoy the time, yes, just do. Yeah. You are both adults. Just have a consensual relationship. If that pleases you, pay your moral and your ethical, whatever, and whether it's also consistent with the HR policies at work and all of that. If all of these things are consistent and you want to play with it, yeah, that's fine. But also understand that it can burn you. It can burn you badly when everything ends. Yes. And especially if that boss is also known to be that type of person. What it means is that after it's done with you, there might be a Robert and it's going to be right in your face.
Yeah.
And you have to live with the pain. And maybe Robert is a big boy. He's a big baller. You will see that you're a small boy, and you see that big boy took your woman from you right in the office. And you have to live with the pain.
That sounds very
Brother, it's not
interesting.
easy. Just don't go.
Okay.
Just let it go.
Oh, so, I mean, PG, after everything you have said,
I think
it's
it's
no.
not worth it. I think it's not worth it.
Okay.
Difficult. I
It's
mean,
difficult.
a whole
It's difficult.
lot.
Yeah.
And I have met quite a number of young men, most of the time, young men who actually believe they are attracted to older women, and so this one is a whole roller coaster thing because you are at work, and so this one is at work also, and she's your boss, and she happens to be the woman, and she's your boss, and you are at work, so that is a different area. But then there are quite a number of people who think that I am attracted only to older people. So we are looking at your childhood, just like usually when you sit with them, you're asking, who was your mother? How were you brought up? What happened with you and your mother? So some people had very great women who were their mothers, and they were mothering them, pampering them, all of this. He lost her quite early, and so he's still looking for a mother figure. Some people are looking for mother figures, others are not. Again, so they get into this relationship, and he's fine, he's happy, because the woman is continuing with the pampering and the taking care of and all that, and he's enjoying that part till then the switch comes. I have seen this a lot. I have sat with about, I can't count, a lot. Then the switch has happened, the reality has come, and now somebody's saying, look, I don't want to. It is marriage. So this one is 13 years older than the young man, and now they have moved, and so they want to get
they are
married. The marriage didn't work. We had to talk
them out of it.
Yes, I talked them out of it, because then even when I was sitting with them, the woman was trying to do her dictation
Exactly.
like no, madam, you see, and the young man was like, hey, shut up, let me talk. So when the shut up, let me talk comes in, you know that she's telling you that I am the boss, your senior auntie or mama,
and you want to marry the person. What sort of thinking is that?
Auntie has a lot of money to spend.
Exactly.
A lot. Even at this,
and boy wants money to spend.
4 years,
you.
he already has not a Range Rover. I don't know the name of cars, but one big
car like that.
Yes, one big car, and he's working, and the woman is doing all of the connections for him. So he's enjoying that.
So his car, they made him comfortable.
Exactly.
He's very happy with all of the giveaways, and they told me something I don't know. But even when they are getting together in sex, the woman is, hey, Abrante, look, you have to go slow, please. Don't come and kill me. Don't come and kill me. You go slow. And so, the two worlds is going to collide so much. It's so going to play. So this, we are saying all these. I keep saying that as counselors, we say all this. We put them on the table for you. If you think that you are picking all of them, and you think that you will be able to contain her, 20 years older, and you won't even try to look at her like your mother. Recently, I had
she doesn't see you like a son.
Exactly.
Recently, I had these ones they are the normal
ones.
Yes, and the man said, "Mommy, my wife thinks I have a problem. I have no problem. She is treating me like her son." And I never bargained for this. I don't want to marry my mother. And I'm asking, what is she doing? He said, she gives me breakfast in the morning, packs lunch for me, and then, or sometimes bring lunch to my office.
And then she doesn't work.
I am, she has a job.
That's a woman.
But she does her own thing. She has a shop.
All right.
Yes, she has a shop. And then sometimes she brings lunch over, or she finds a way to give me lunch, packed, water, everything. This man is a big man at work. I mean, for what? and all that. It looks caring, but he feels you are trying to master him. And why? The difficult part, she tries to choose my clothes. No. No, this is my mother. This is exactly what my mother was doing. I don't want to be married to my mother. And so you see, these are just 2 or 3 years apart. So if you can manage 20 years, the truth is that most of these women will always behave like mothers, always. Just a few of them, because you know how it is. The mind is a whole place, and in her mind, she's 20 years old.
Shall I go past you? I see the world past you.
What can you teach me?
No, what can you show me?
What can you teach me? Also, I am the one who has the money. I am calling the shots here, and so we are having a conversation, and we are talking about Pabobo. I don't know him.
We can't even talk about Pabobo.
And now we are looking at
I have to listen to the Gen Z song.
The Gen Z song.
I have to listen to trap music.
You don't know what you are doing at all. And so it's a difficult one, Edem. It's a whole difficult thing. But a few people have tried to manage it.
It's tough.
So what we're saying is that it's not like it's a no.
No.
If you two can make it work, yes, but you should know that it comes with loads of consequences. You will have a lot of mountains to surmount. And if I'm listening to Mama T and PG, it's more like quite often, maybe 80 out of 100 or 70 out of 100, it really doesn't work or end well. So yeah, those are issues, Kweku, for you to consider. Let me see what he has written again. Those are things for you to consider. Okay. She says, I have heard. Okay, we're happy you have heard. Let's see. Would you be able to help me? Do we have messages coming up just yet? And our number is 0302216541. You can, send in your messages or call in as well. And if you have messages or questions, let's ask them. Okay. Okay. All right. Someone sends a message, but we'll look at that later. Okay. So let me ask a follow up to this whilst we wait for. Is it the case also in if like it's a male female relationship? I mean, if it was the man who was like 20 years older, that's usually not too much of a problem, is it?
It's not if you strip the relationship of its real face, and then you look at the benefits that such associations bring. Because realistically, if it is 20 years, at some point in time it doesn't matter. At some point in time it begins to matter. If it's 20 years and it's 30 to 50, it really doesn't matter. It's 25 to 45. It really doesn't matter. If it is 40 to 60, it might not probably matter. But when it gets to say 50 to say 70, where probably the woman is in the prime, her menopause, her hormones have all changed. Now she's going through that midlife crisis that calls for a strong, almost overhaul in her hormonal makeup.
And you two are 70 plus and
exactly. You can't do the game she wants. Now she's wild. She wants to travel the world. She wants to go and see the world. And probably she's also gotten to a point where she's at management level.
Probably made some good
money. She's at the peak of her career. Now she wants to travel. She wants to go for the cruise. She wants to have the fun and everything. Probably you are also probably just a man who made your money or, whatever you were, but you're probably not the social person. You're not the outgoing person, or probably didn't build a capacity for that. So you are just becoming very boring. You just want to sit in the garden, play with your kids, and then just read the newspaper and all of that. And your woman just wants to be up and going. And sometimes it becomes very stressful because probably you are also not the type that easily gives your woman the freedom. You feel that we're a family, we need to stay together. What's with this? Every day cruise, every day this and everything. Just sit in the house. What is this? And so before you know, it begins to breed resentment and all of that, and becomes very frustrating. And again, we need to understand that, just as I'm saying it, I have stripped it of certain realities like health issues. As people start growing, health complications start, and now with the lifestyle we are leading or living, the onset of these lifestyle diseases is quite early. So you're looking at people, beginning to show signs of aging early. By 50 years, a guy is, you are some way, you've gone through some near stroke, you are not so strong. People have gone through something, and so by the time the guy is probably 60 years, he can't be up and going. He can't do that. Sex isn't that top tier. And, once a 40-year-old woman is not getting sex from a 60-year-old man, you are stressing her. Because probably she's also at the peak where she wanted. She's probably done with childbirth. Her hormones have changed. and she wants sex. Or probably that's a time where probably she doesn't even want it. And probably that's a time where the man is also probably top tier in his energy. He's made his money, he's gone to his gym, he's built himself, he's gotten on these supplements, he's made money and he wants to, spoil the world. And I have a 40-year-old woman, I thought, okay, there you are. And then this woman doesn't want sex because after childbirth, she's traumatized. She does not want to have sex. I'm just not in the position. And the man has the money and the resources. What do you want? Or what do you think? It won't be fun. So yeah, the gap is not all that, but it can be fun when you want to look at it through the lens of let's have fun, let's chill, the money, let's travel, let's see the world. But if you have to live, you see, at the end of the day, it's the living, the reality of living with the person.
Yeah, and those are the things we don't think about.
Yes, when you have to live with the person and enjoy life on a human level, that's where little sickness, different conversation interests, different generational interests, different things start coming up. And we are married, but sometimes you get to those homes and you see it's the man is in a different world, the woman is in a different world. The man is chatting with whoever, the woman is chatting with whoever.
No,
we just pretend to be married.
Pigeon, indeed, it is real.
It is real. I know what I'm saying.
It about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I mean, a very simple thing that, like it was such a light bulb moment for me at work where we were we're having a conversation, and then one of the ladies and we were talking about, Pokey back then, and I was amazed that the younger people in the office, they didn't know Pokey.
Can you imagine?
You see?
Can you imagine?
I am always concerned about the gap.
What throwback conversation can you have?
I'm like,
my followers on Facebook, when I post yesterday, 2 days ago, I posted sad movies always makes me cry. I posted it. I didn't even get likes.
Why are you old? You are too old for them.
No. So these things are worth really considering. Because if you're in the moment, and you're just enjoying the moment, maybe that's okay. But from what we are saying, if you're considering something long term, then you will have to make a lot more, considerations. Absolutely. Because it can come up to. I was shocked though. The kids, they didn't know Pokey.
No.
And so we had to look for pictures of Pokey, show them, and all that. They were like, so I said, share. Back then, they will, if you don't have money, they will cut it. Like, cut it into 3, and the person who gets the middle gets upset.
Leaking from here, leaking from there.
So you don't even know. Like, so we're talking about. So we took them back, talk about water at the time when they have to.
You had to fetch from there.
Turn their head like that and fetch the water for you, and the same cup on the tray, and
everybody.
They were like, how? I'm like,
you should have also talked about the precursor to the modern pure water. The one that they fill and then they blow air into the rubber.
It
was okay.
No problem at all.
No, so this thing, it will sound like, once we love each other, it's okay. But I kid you not.
No, the relationship becomes very hollow.
Hey, you people, you don't know these simple things.
But I always say, when the gap is more than 7 years, it is a gap.
It's a gap.
Because you have moved from one up to the 10. You are moving
from one generation to another.
And it is not easy like that. Sometimes, just like Edem is saying, because you are making a lot of, there are too many beautiful things around, and those are the things we're enjoying, and so you think it is fine, but long term you will bother your head. I have met too many of these. I have met too many of them, and for the women and the men, either any of them, they will still have to go through a lot of difficulty to adjust, and adjusting is difficult. It is also, yes, you are even adjust to your age mate though, but these ones, they are on a whole
different level. Someone sends a message, a very interesting message. It says, Edem, good morning, you and your panelists. No man should make any mistake. That's the part that got me. No man should make any mistake by marrying a woman older than him 5 years and above. The truth is that most women grow older faster, along with changing images and health issues. Sooner or later, you will give up on the relationship and start looking elsewhere for comfort. The reason you need to make a realistic decision by always choosing a younger partner with mutual love and affection for each other. This is from Prosper and Kuman. It also doesn't mean that when you choose a younger partner, your relationship is
you're not
free
going to
from
have
all troubles, you know.
exactly.
And we had a similar conversation here with Reverend Kofi Boateng. Mama T, were you here when we had that conversation? It's like, look, you could have the relationship you call regular relationship have even more problems than the ones that are not regular. So, yeah, I'm dating a lady for 6 years now. I am a professional with a master's degree. The lady has just a JHS certificate and she wanted to become a nurse. I have helped her financially and in everything from scratch to what she wants before I started helping her. She helps her mother to sell food, and her mother said she's too old to go to school at age 32. Oh, she's gotten a job outside of Accra, and now she doesn't call or message me, nothing. What should I do? There's more details your producer can call. Okay, so now that you're not giving us the full compliments of the story, it's difficult. Or is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes. Just with what we have, we can scratch around it. Yeah. So I have a stance on a number of things. One of them is what the young man has said. You see, when I strongly believe that it is every parent's duty to take care of their children. Yeah. It is their duty to take care of their children. If you are not taking care of your children, what is your use as a parent? Yeah. So it is your duty. And so what are the parents doing about the girl? Why is she your duty to take care of her through whatever nursing training and everything? So as early as possible, you were too generous from the beginning, and you made her believe that you are her survival, and she was looking up to you for all of the money she was receiving, and the parents were happy. Parents will always be happy when other people are helping their children, and so now she is doing better and she's moved on. Most women will always be willing and ready to receive, but when they are doing better, they will move. I have told the men a lot of time, if you are helping her for nothing, then help her. If you are helping her so you marry her and that she would stay, most of them, when they become better, they will leave. They will leave. It doesn't matter whether you have emeritus, whatever. they will move. Perhaps you are using your PhD or master degree to threaten her so much. To bully her. So she has moved, and there's nothing much you can do. She has moved.
Yeah. And I probably missed that, but when Mama T mentioned it, it came back. That the fact that she could actually quickly talk about the qualification gap. Right, that was like the opening line he threw to the public, to us. And please don't get me wrong. I'm not judging him. But you see, sometimes, as the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so he is. And we are the product of our thoughts. And our thoughts influence our actions. For all you know, just as you've written, so it is that you talk to her. You make it obvious she's a JSS leaver. You constantly put it in her face, and you constantly remind her, or you find a way of making it clear that you are a master's holder. Nobody wants to be in a situation where they are made to know their estates at every point in time. Before any help comes, you are made to know your estate. Before anything is done for you, your estate is always constantly mentioned to you. It gets to a point, the person says, you know what? Enough. Into what they are and when they say when you are a thirsty person doesn't really look at the surroundings of the water they are drinking. Yes, so I'll drink it. Let me just quench my thirst for now, and then when I'm clear and I can actually decide what water I want to drink, then I'll actually decide where I want to drink. And I'm thinking probably potentially that's what is happening. The lady's probably gotten to a point where she's probably stable and she's thinking, you know what, you helped me, I'm sorry. In any case, it was an exchange for something. I don't think as we are talking, we both close our legs and we are all praying Hail Mary, and then we are just spending money. No, I believe that we are doing something. So the lady is probably thinking, well, I've cooked for you, I've watched for you. So yeah, I guess probably that we can say that calls for the shots. That calls for payment. So I mean, she can decide of her own free will that, well, this is where I draw the line. It was a relationship. There was no contract. I was not under any bondage. Afterwards, I've decided that, you know what, I don't want this again. And I've moved on. It's painful, it's hurtful and everything. But like Mama T said, if you're not married to someone, the financial investment you do in the person, you need to understand that you don't have any,
south.
Yes, you don't have any legal rights to it unless there's some form of contract or some form of understanding.
Yes.
But without that, you just did it as a gift. As a gift.
It's a gift.
Yes, and even if you did it transactionally, something was given in exchange
at the
for that,
time.
at the time. And so if it goes south, well, that's an investment.
Aye. So that's what we want people to understand now.
Yes. Don't be spending money on people you are not married to. Please, I beg you. Always.
But PG, that's...
No, be minimal. No, Edem. Let them understand. Be minimal. Be minimal, because if you are dating someone too, there is a certain obligation that accrues to you. That certain help, certain support here and there. But once you cross a certain line, have it at the back of your mind that it can go south or can go north.
Of course.
If you go north, it's to your benefit. If you go south, it is to your loss. But just as every investment is, there is a possibility of profit or possibility of loss. Listen, let's not go pulling machete on anybody, because you understand. Let's not do that.
So you can help.
You can help
As much as you can.
as much as you can, saying that if it goes south, it is fine.
So you should have that mentality when
Yes.
you're helping.
Yes.
I mean, people
Not
should
that-
understand that it is not compulsory
And
that every relationship will
Must end in
in
marriage.
Marriage.
And so whatever you are doing, do to the best of your strength. So that in the event when it goes sour, you are
don't
okay.
feel
Or
yes.
you are
Let me add on. Let me ask this way. So what if I was doing it based on conversations and promises we have made to each other? Yes, because then that I have a very strong
agree.
premise.
Well, yes.
You
yes,
see,
yes.
because in the relationship, one of the things that we can only do is being honest and assuring each other.
Yeah.
Okay, you're young. Like, let's say this is 32. She's pretty quite of age, but like you meet a 23-year-old girl whose dream is, I want to go back to the university. So this girl is probably taking up a teaching job.
Great.
It's not bringing in, she's teaching in nursery school, trying to save up to go back to school. Then you meet this person and you're better. And I am able to help you. So you're not stopping your teaching, but I'm able to top up for you to go to school. But hey, I am not Father Christmas and I am not Jesus. I am doing this also because I like you, I love you, and I would like to be in a relationship with you and marry you. So I'm doing that with the intent of you also being able to stand on your feet, so that tomorrow when we start our home, we are all able to put our resources together and support the home. And we have this clear understanding.
Right.
And then we start the journey. Then eventually you become what you want to become, and then you tell me that you don't want me again. That's also not fair, isn't it?
It is not fair. As for fair, it is
Yes.
not. But for fair, dear,
No, it is not.
We know.
Yeah.
But you see, we are all human beings. As for assurances, promises, even at the altar, we make promises and
That
then
we
we
don't
break
keep.
them.
Exactly.
We break
Yeah.
them.
Break them exactly with
like-
ease, with alacrity.
And so promises are
Yes.
they are good.
The matter spoke.
I want
Yeah.
to be honest with you. I have told you the truth, but you see, I keep saying what I am telling you, I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah.
Are you in my head? You see, there's this English, this tree. I can't get the English. I beg you, those who are listening. Tree 4 say, "Odoni diane ho akodi."
Odoni diane ho akodi.
I interpret, mami.
Love is the one who is cutting it.
You see, so you are spending
cutting
the
it.
more. You are cutting it.
You are cutting
You
it.
have spent like 50,000 on me
Yeah.
going to school
Yeah.
and becoming the polished woman you want
Yeah.
me to be,
Yeah.
so that I follow you everywhere as my husband, and you
I
are
should
happy.
have
and
left you in the mud.
And that it is fine. Oh, hey. And the make tree kese my ancestor is here. Obuano, if you didn't china, ni sunko. Ejaina.
Aye, ni sonko. And no,
What kind of bofo man, man?
Mami can't bofo. Bofo on say. When someone is hungry, the way they talk is different. When they are full, the way they talk is different. When they are sad, the way they talk is different. when they are happy, the way they talk is different. That's why they say
I am
that.
happy to meet
That's
you
why
this
they say
morning.
that don't make promises in certain emotional states.
Yeah.
Because everything that comes out of us, usually as human beings, is a product of our emotion. Which is why physical scientists, that's those who do physics and chemistry and the rest, will tell you that social scientists can never be pure, can never be correct scientists. Because a stone's property will always be the same, regardless of the time of the day. A human being is nice when he's full. He's something else when he's hungry. He's something else when he's anxious.
Very conditional.
Conditional. So understand that at the point in time where you are falling in love with someone, the person is making a decision based on their existential circumstances, as it happens now. But as I go to school and my reality changes, as I see money, it changes further. As I travel, it even changes further. As I see more people, it changes
on somebody
further.
else's pocket.
Of course, on somebody else's pocket. This life, everybody's money in somebody's pocket.
Consequential. I mean, if you ask, every decision we make, whatever expense we make, it has a consequence.
Exactly. So I am also not wrong to say that we die here.
Oh no, come on! You cannot die here.
You don't.
But Edem, let me add this. A lot of women today, a lot of women, usually it's not the men. In fact, sometimes because the women are miserable, it rubs off on the men. But a lot of women are miserable today because they saw what the men did for them, and out of just gratitude and just respect and just understanding and listen. This person
and
has
loyalty.
Good loyalty. They've decided to marry and stay, but that was not where their heart were. And so they are married, but they cannot look inward.
That's true.
Married women who are not happy at home.
That's true.
But you see that I wish that sadness would stay with them alone for you to say that, well, you should have made a better decision. But no, it then rubs off on the man, because the man feels that, yes, now I have what I want, but now I'm miserable with what I want, because what I want can't be happy, and that misery, that cloud is on all of us in this house, and affect the spirit of the home. It affects the children. So I say, there's always tension in the house. The man goes out, he doesn't want to come home. The woman she's in the house, but why BBB? Why BBB? And everything. But no, there's no problem. Nobody has offended anybody. But the woman is not happy.
That's very
compensation
very
marriage.
Yes, thank you.
Compensation marriage. I've seen it all
the time.
No, I think that one is a very regular one.
Yes. So I will tell the guy, listen.
So everybody should be honest.
Yes.
Let the person understand
that.
If
a woman walks away, if a woman is not happy and she wants to walk away, listen, trust me. Listen, when a man is not happy, we all know. As far as men, we don't even know what we want sometimes. When we are at the altar, we are still looking around. But when a woman is not happy, because women most of the time, they know what they want. And they can be very intentional when it comes to men and love. So when a woman from the get-go makes you understand, this is not where I belong. My brother, let that bed go.
That's why I guess from the first conversation, if it is the woman that's being intentional about the relationship with even a younger person, it most likely can work. Because this is a woman who is intentional, who knows that probably I've hit here, and what I need is what I never had, which is love, affection, and all, and this is where I'm getting it from. So if she decides to, it will work. Okay. I mean, what you're saying is very true. Someone called me some time ago, and the person wanted me to pass her on to either of you, my guest. But I said, Madam, this one, I'm not let you go and waste anybody's time with this issue, because I was quite blunt with her and told her that I think you're being selfish. I think you're being selfish and you're being unkind to your child. So your child was in a relationship with somebody, and I mean, they thought that they had a good relationship going, and then this child gets the opportunity to travels and meets somebody else, and lets you understand that I've just met somebody, and what I am feeling for this person, the level of relationship, in as much as it's not a sexual relationship yet, I feel I am happier here than what I had back at home, which was also something we were just nurturing. This woman says, you will not be in in a relationship with this other person, what will people say, knowing that you two were friends from childhood and blah, 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 blah. So it must be this person or no. And she went on to tell me that I asked her, this new guy, is she treating your daughter well? She says, I see that every time she tells me she's happy, she's this, and so, yes, I said, so what is your daughter a child? This daughter we are talking about is 28 years. Yeah. She says, over her dead body, will she marry another person and not this one that I saw you grow with? And I'm like, madam, she went back and so when she got to the over her dead body, I'm like, madam, forget it. I will not let you waste anybody's time. But I just want you to understand that you just may end up making your daughter very, very, very miserable. And I like it that it's not like she had a sexual relationship with both of them. Okay. So she's not sleeping with anybody. She hasn't. So she's making a very clear, objective decision. And she's not clouded by sexual emotion. You've raised your daughter so well, and she's telling you that yes, I was nurturing something with this person. I've been out there for 2-3 years now. I'm still in touch with him. We talk and everything, and I feel like this is where I want to be. I've prayed about it, and she herself was telling me that she's prayed about it, and it's not like nonsense guys. I said, your daughter, she's blessed though. Like she has like good guys, and you won't allow her to make a decision. The woman says no, she will not. Then she should never come back to the country. And I said, oh, and then you will lose your daughter. Meanwhile, she's your only daughter. Wow. You will lose her. Wow. So you see the level of control. Yeah. Even to the extent that when this person feels that I'm old enough to make decisions that are self-pleasing, self-satisfying, and whatever, you want to come in. So at what point in time does this lady become free? So I'm going to marry, and the next thing, I'm going to come into my house and decide how we decorate the place. You're going to come into my house and decide the smell of the food in the house. He says he's threatened the boy, the new boy. She's threatened him. She's insulted him. She's done everything. Baby, no. He has seen a gem, and this is where I want to be. So no matter what you do to sack me, fortunately, and you see, your child loves me, and I love your child. And you see, Edem, what some of these things, what eventually it leads to is when they marry and they have a little friction, everybody start looking at the exit door. And everybody begins to have this level of regret because the woman is suddenly feeling, I should have listened to my mom. Then quickly she gets into panic mode. The guy is feeling, God, I fought for this for nothing. Is this what I fought for? Is this what? Then the mother begins to also feel the same way. But you see, if this contention hadn't happened, everybody would have felt that we have everybody's support. So when there's a problem, let's work it out. But if you are going into a battle and all of a sudden you feel that you are alone, the slightest problem, you begin to wonder, did you make a mistake by not listening to people? So instead of looking for solution, rather you begin to wonder, did you disobey your parents? And so then you begin to think, well, why don't I probably go ahead and let this thing fall apart just so that everybody's going to be happy, and and it's not the best. Someone sends an interesting message. It says, Edem, to date an older woman, I think one has to scrutinize the temperament of the woman first, especially when she's the one who calls the shots and has the money. But I was quick to add, but older women are helpful. Older women are helpful. They are very helpful. That is the thing. They are mommy-like. You see, so long as the help is coming and you need the help, that's okay. I'm not looking at the others. Exactly. Some people are good at taking the help and not wonder. Older women, they are helpful. Just like some of them. They are helpful. You want to take the help. You don't want to take the pressure. It's not fair. You will sell everything. That's a message I want to fish out this message. He says, okay, I appreciate the first case discussed. It's given me a clearer understanding of my current situation. Okay, let's hear it. The difference between us is 19 years, 54 and 35. Wow. Oh my God. With 3 children. Who has the 3 children? You or the wife? Or they're married? The older person is the one typing. Okay. I've tried to Gen Z-nize myself. So that's the older person. The older person. Yes. I like that word. Because of them all. But she's on a different level. And that level has bred serious
Exactly.
disrespect. She doesn't know how to talk to me in a respectful way,
Sure.
in the respectful way she should, especially in front of the kids.
Yep.
Almost every issue turns into an argument. At
Yep.
the end, my usual response is dead silence,
Oh.
Yeah.
because I can't be arguing with her in a convo that has no ending, and especially in front of the kids. Well, silence will remain golden, because respect is key for me. I can handle and live with the rest, but respect is key. Oh my
Oh,
God.
I
This
feel,
broke
I feel
my heart.
touched. I know, it broke my
heart is
heart.
broken. You
And-
too?
Wow.
Oh yes, but Mama Tita.
So that
Mama
the
Tita said
man-
we have to talk.
The man is older.
Yeah, the man is older.
Oh.
The man is older. The man is
But
older.
you see, usually, I mean, this is what happens with a lot of
Wow.
Yeah.
the gap marriages.
Yeah.
So sometimes people will say, me, I don't mind the age. Age is only a number. Me,
Sure.
age is not a number for
It is
me.
not.
I think the last time we were here, we were talking
Yeah.
about age is not a number for me. Like PG, last year was my best year. I had more than 700 counselors.
Wow.
And I didn't make plenty money. And when we finish, I'll meet you outside.
Wow.
But you see, and many of them, if I'm not exaggerating, almost about 180 or 170 were couples who were
in this category.
Yes, older men, older women. Now, the average man wants respect.
Yeah.
Respect is food. And you see, for this young lady who is married to an older man, at this level, we are couples.
Yep.
And because we're a couple, we do everything together. So I am not seeing you as my father. I am seeing you as my husband. And because I am seeing you as my husband, I am, though I'm supposed to give you respect, there is
A limit to
a
it.
limit to that. You are expecting too much respect, not only because we're a husband, but because you think you are very, very much older than she is. And so she should give you
a certain level.
yes, level of respect. And she's not doing it. When you have had sex, I mean, you have had
Of
sex
course.
and not children, that you have come to that point where you are both.
There are no
supposed to-
barriers
No,
anymore.
Right. And so that is what it is, and that is where he's going to be. But we also want to appeal to our wife, our dear lady, beyond everything, he's your husband, and respect is very, very necessary. I mean, the Bible is also even asking us that women should respect their husband. So give him the respect that he deserves as a husband.
Wow. Oh, but this is sad.
Yes, it is very sad.
I mean, even if you are about the same age, it's just important and very, it's just the right thing to do,
Yeah.
that you both respect each other, If I marry again, I would never marry a lady who is closer to her mother due to my past experiences that is still affecting me till now. This is wrong. Oh, wow. What's that supposed to mean? I mean, it would be nice if you told us a little bit of, of the story. Would like to hear it. It'll be really great if you told us a bit of the story. So it's Home Affairs. We're live on Joy 99.7 FM. 30 years of joyfulness. And Joy FM keeps spreading the love around. The train may just reach you very soon, so keep watching the space. This week the team visited Uncle Tommy Forsting. Who's next? Just maybe you. So watch the space. 30 years and we're spreading the love. My Home Affairs people, just wait for yours. We just may be stopping at your door. And indeed, the joy of every parent is to see their children grow healthy, become more intelligent and physically fit. And to achieve this desire, every parent needs to ensure that their children are given nutritious foods that have the essential nutrients that can promote their well-being. And one of the best of such is Vitamilk soy milk drink. It's made from whole grain soybean, which is a good source of plant protein. It is enriched with omega-3, 6, and 9. It has calcium and all the essential nutrients that are recommended for your daily living. It has no colorants, no artificial flavorings, and no preservatives. So why don't you choose the Vitamilk Champ for your children? Because the protein, calcium, omega-3, 6, and 9 have all proven to help your adorable children grow smarter, healthier, and stronger every day. Vitamilk comes in its regular soy milk drink. You can also get it in the energy. That's the energy booster with no caffeine, the choco, the banana, the strawberry. And it's usually packaged in 250 ml and 1 liter Tetra Pak. Vitamilk is indeed a nutritious beverage that feels good anywhere, anytime. And we want more peace of mind for your family. Then go get more Inidaso from Glyco Life, a life insurance plan that truly delivers. Enjoy free e-health services, a guaranteed death benefit for your loved ones, and a permanent disability benefit that supports you through life's unexpected challenges. It's simple, secure, and just a dial away. Dial star 765 hash now to sign up. Again, it's star 765 hash when you want to sign up. Glyco, we cushion you for life. Celebrate World Heart Day this September with the Bank Hospital's second annual cardiac camp from 8th September to 10th October, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get an ECG and specialist cardiology consultation for only 490 cedis, plus discounts on additional tests. Visit the annex at cantonments, book ahead, or simply walk in. Don't miss the chance to prioritize your heart's health. For more information, you want to call 053-100-8227. Number again is 053-100-8227. Let me tell you about Pentecost Hour. It's a religious broadcast program sponsored by the Church of Pentecost, and it comes your way with the chairman of the Church of Pentecost, Apostle Eric Nyamiche. It's on Joy FM on Sundays at 1:30 p.m., on Hits FM Mondays at 5:30 a.m., and on Joy Prime Television on Saturdays at 7 a.m. Tune in every Saturday, Monday, and Saturday as Apostle Nyamiche brings you life-transforming truth that nourishes the soul, ignites passion, and restores hope in the nations. The Church of Pentecost, we are possessing the nations for the Lord. So if you're just joining us, you missed quite a bit. It's Home Affairs. We're live on Joy 99.7 FM. And this is a sequel to the show we had last week. We're taking your questions. Usually we don't have a lot of time to do that. So we dedicated last week and this week to just take questions from you, questions that are on your mind. And like I mentioned from the beginning of the show, with the help of my guest, we're able to provide you with godly counsel that will help you to make those important decisions in your life. PGB, there was a message. The person didn't elaborate. We're asking him to try and elaborate that in his next life, he doesn't want to be married to a woman who is close to her mom.
The mother.
Oh.
Yes, I saw that.
I'd like to know why, really, because I'm very close to my children, but I'll be one of the best mother-in-laws in the world. So yeah.
A woman has to be close to her family to show anybody, not a woman. Anybody has to be close to their family to show a certain sense of, altruism, your ability to be connected to the bigger family, whatever, and to be, to do your part as a family member.
Yeah.
So if you are removed from them, then that's wrong.
So we need to know.
Yes, unless the closeness is to an extent where there isn't any sense of independence. So they are close to the extent that the woman is basically leaving her mother in her marital home, then that becomes a bit of a
problem. Her mother is indirectly the wife.
Exactly, and all of that. But Edem, if I can just also make a comment about the older man, the man who is talking about the respect and all of that. I think that those who find themselves in that situation usually go through that. Sometimes it is not a question of deliberate and intentional disrespect. It is the way a generation communicates. We need to understand that. Because you see, respect should suggest that there is intentionality in what the person is doing. That the person has been warned a couple of times, or their attention has been drawn to it, and they have willfully decided to ignore it. Then it becomes disrespect. But you can't say somebody is disrespecting you for communicating in a certain way that ordinarily they didn't think it was wrong. So once that is communicated to the person, and probably the person is struggling to change, that's where sometimes it comes across like, you are disrespecting me and all of that. But we need to understand the generational reality that also exists in there. If I go out there and I'm vibing with my friends, as they say, I'm vibing with my friends, we are not editing our words, we are flowing. And then everybody around me I'm flowing with, but when I come home, I need to think about my words. I need to think about what I say and all of that. And these Gen Zs, they have a lot of energy. They don't, that's slow and think and talk. Oh, no, it's complex. So sometimes it is like that. But yes, respect matters. And yes, that love, that bond ought to be there. But unfortunately for him, it's not there.
All right.
Now, coming back to this.
This one, I'm yet to go through it.
Okay.
So this one says, "Good morning, Edem. Right. I married my wife under similar circumstances. We never agreed to marry until she forcefully passed a night in my house, and as a result, she got pregnant." Brother. The mother became so upset. She was understandable, but became so rude and mean to me, though I had accepted to marry her as a result of the pregnancy. We got married, and 13 years down the line, we're blessed with 2 sets of twins. Oh, wow. And 2 other children. So 6 in all, making it a total of 6. As we speak, the mother has succeeded in destroying the marriage, letting her leave all the children in my care, and I am so restricted. Making her leave all the children in my care, and I am so restricted now. I pray God sees me through this journey. Baby. It would be good to know what happened, because I don't know, like 2 women, 6 children, they just abandon all the children and leave all the children for you.
And they've been married for 13 years.
Yeah.
Which means that all the children are under 13 years.
Yeah. Yes. And they leave all of them for you, and mother takes...
what happens to the law? Because the law should come in, right?
No.
Can't abandon. The story is a little bit... and...
Yeah.
I there is a way.
Yeah.
Forgive me. It looks like I'll be picking on your clients. Your listeners this morning. There is a way a man communicates, or there's a way a person communicates that shows they are quickly trying to shift blame and make it someone else's problem. He says she forcefully passed the night at my place, and as a result she got pregnant. What do you mean by she forcefully?
When she was finished, she had finished sleeping, then she got pregnant.
Yeah, she got pregnant or what? Or what? She put a gun to your head and made you have...
Some way.
So once you do that, instantly you know that, okay, you are beginning to make it a woman's problem. You are beginning to make it her family's problem. You're beginning to make it everything is about them, not you. You made a girl pregnant. We made love. And she got pregnant. Let's say it like that. Let's start from there. In any case, yes, you can say...
listening to that, PG, just a chip in. It's like, okay, right from the beginning, you didn't like the marriage.
Exactly. So if you read the line, the sentence, that's what it is. And for me, when people are communicating, in this instance, it's not what you are saying. It's what you are not saying that I'm actually listening to. And if you read the line, one, he says that, the story again, says something to the effect that, I had to marry because of the pregnancy. Because of the pregnancy.
Yeah.
So from the get-go, it has always been because of the pregnancy. Because of the pregnancy. So you see, if it is so, then what it means is that you yourself, you are in a relationship you don't want to be in.
That's
which
true.
Then means it will reflect in the way you treat the woman.
Absolutely.
You will constantly remind her
So she says they never agreed to get married.
Sadly. But then so basically, the woman has responded probably
and she forcefully passed the night in your house.
Exactly.
So
you get my line of thinking. It's like she's not. He is not accountable in any of this. So I am just there. A lady just entered my house. She left pregnant.
I'm not leaving today.
And I'm like, no, we are not married.
If you don't bless me, I'm not leaving.
Yes, if you don't bless me,
I won't leave. Adam, yes. So
I mean, come
on.
Wow.
I agree with PG on the blame shift. And whenever we sit in counseling, and then the couple, one of the first person who begins to speak, start shifting blame.
Exactly.
You know that we are not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And so that is the first thing. Me, I don't like shifting blame. What was your role in all of what has happened? And so the second thing I am looking at, some 2 years ago, I had a program with one of Accra's biggest churches. They are young people, and the topic I was supposed to speak to was, should pregnancy be a precipitating factor for marrying? And I asked the pastor why, and he said in recent times a lot of my girls are getting pregnant and they are forcing them to get married. First, sometimes from the family. Two, the church, because the church will ostracize you. They are the kind of church that they do ostracization. So they will ostracize you, and for that you must get married. And I said, what has been the effect? And he said, and so a lot of the men will begin like this. You are pinning me down with the marriage, with the pregnancy. You are making me marry you by force because you got pregnant. And so 2 years after the marriage, after the child is born, then everything is going very bad. A few of them, even the girls, as they journeyed on with the pregnancy, they had miscarriages on the way, and then it began. You see, when we are marrying on too many conditions, and one of the conditions is forcing people to get married because they are pregnant. I told you that last time. I've told my 2 daughters, if you get yourself pregnant, now if you get yourself pregnant by force, I will not allow anybody to marry you. If both of you had not discussed marriage already, but you are in the process, and then you get married, and then the young man says, I want, and then my husband is saying, let them get married, or the church, no. You saw the church, you saw all of the things.
And then you went ahead to have sex.
Yes. And so that is it. The next thing I am looking at, there are too many questions to ask. Too many questions. Recently,
But of course you will be upset.
Yes. I can imagine that. Let me start speaking the woman's language. But I can imagine this woman's pain. Recently, I sat with a couple. They have been married for almost 28 years, and the man said something. Everything was fine at counseling till the man said, just 3 months after our marriage, I didn't like her again. I lost everything about the love, everything just after 3 months. Then I told the man, wow, I can imagine the pain you have inflicted on this woman for 28 years. For 28 years. Then I asked the lady, how have you survived? And she said, me in this house, I don't say anything. I don't have wisdom. I don't have knowledge. I don't have understanding. I don't have a mouth. I don't say anything. I have been that wife who has been overly submissive. Even the devil is surprised why I am this submissive. But there is nothing I would do for my husband to appreciate. He said the man has never said you have done well before, not once, 28 years. But let me do something small and listen to the amount of insults that he will heap.
It's coming from the place of pain.
That's
from 3 months.
Long ago, I asked the man, what happened with the 3 months that you... He said, there was a lady I wanted to marry. And then my mother and my wife's mother were very, very close friends. And so they had an arrangement and we got married. After 3 months, I have never liked this woman. I don't know all of the details.
But see, Mama T, the other side that shocks me in all of this, and I don't know when the twins came in, but having a child in modern day Accra, and they've been married for 13 years, which means that they married in modern day Accra. They are not coming from old school. They are coming from the days of internet. Having one child is difficult. Now, having a twin,
2 sets of twins.
Now, let's even talk about one. and raising them concurrently. I mean, like, that is difficult. But there are 2 sets.
Yes.
And then in
There's
between, there are 2 children. Question I'm asking myself is, so what? You gave birth every 2 years?
Oh, some of us were doing it every year.
Oh, okay. Well, if there are 2 sets, so they are, like, okay, so 4 times.
4 times, yeah.
4 times. I mean, but even 4, that's a lot. That's like every 3 years.
Yes.
That's an average of every 3 years. Naturally, the woman will go through stress. Naturally, stress will potentially probably some period of postpartum depression. Naturally, it will reflect in the way she relates with you. Naturally, it will exacerbate conflict in the house. So naturally, the mother would want to come in. Because from the get-go, you yourself, you didn't even want to marry her. And so chances are that you are not even offering any support, for the woman. I mean, please. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot we need to know. So Officer, we are sorry why. We are sorry we had to pick on you.
Sorry.
They like the matter.
The lady who the guy who said that she doesn't want to marry a woman who is closer to her mother.
Yeah.
She says, Edem, I was trying to talk to you from the beginning of my issue. Actually, the mother is always in control of our marriage by the opportunity my wife gives her mother, because she can't take decisions by herself. The mother can enter our bedroom, sleep on our bed anyhow, and the mother will do all it takes to know how things are going on in our home. When I start to complain, the mother asks her daughter to choose between me and between the mother and the husband, and a whole lot of issues. Okay.
The control and the lack of boundaries.
I think we'll take the last one. We'll take the last one. This one says that, good morning. Oh, dear Lord, where did you go? Come back here. Come back here. Hey. Okay. What do you do when your wife always provokes you to raise your voice at her and then turns around to complain about you raising?
Oh, my brother, classic. My brother is normal.
Let me give you an advice. I mean, from a skit I saw on social media. Okay. When she's doing the things and she wants you to raise your voice, just grab her and give her a kiss. She'll keep quiet.
Solution. One of my pastors said me, I give simple answers to complex programs.
But I mean, have a go at that.
I think that naturally that some people are passive aggressors. They are passive aggressors. They will provoke in a very subtle way. They'll provoke in a very annoying way. You're like, don't do this. They'll look at you and they will keep doing it, like until they trigger you for you to get upset. They're like, why are you upset? Why are you raising your voice? My brother, just be patient.
And walk away from her sometimes.
Yes, and when times are good, when the two of you are not having any problem and all that, bring the issue up.
That's right.
Let's understand that, let's understand the circumstance under which that provocation takes place. And the stepping blocks or the building blocks, so that she knows when she's getting there or when she's getting you there. Sometimes probably she doesn't even realize that what she's doing is you're about to move from probably 0 to 120 in 2 seconds. Maybe you also move from 0 to 120 in 2 seconds. So before she can even say Jack, you're already angry. So walk through your anger with her. Walk through your emotional journey with her. Let her know that, okay, if you start doing this, or if I say this, or you do this and I keep quiet, I would expect that you respect that my silence is your answer. Don't push, don't do this. Have that conversation. I realize that most of the time we attempt to fix people or correct people in the heat of the conflict.
That's it.
And they block it out.
Won't listen.
So just look for the right time and talk about it. But if you tried it and it's not working, my brother, some of these things, there's nothing you can do. Just take it in your stride. Just take it as one of the things you need to make peace with. And, just walk away. Sometimes you can't fix people completely. And
you know what? You didn't give us your name, but I'm going to give we'll pick your number and we'll talk to you. She says, please, the twins were last. But one and the last of the, third and fourth also, but let me go on. She says, also, she left not because I was treating her bad, but because she's never been supportive. That I know you may also not side with me. But that sister goes, oh,
okay, no.
You know what? I think BJ
yes.
Babati, we have to agree to support a brother, listen to him, and we should be able to.
In fact, we are willing to listen.
Yes,
usually, we have very little time, and then we don't have all of the details of everything that's happening. So we understand. I have seen a lot of wives who are not supportive at all, and so after here, perhaps you can talk to any of us. But
that's why I apologize that we are being harsh on you.
But you see, at the end of the day, we are still pushing it on you, so don't worry. But there is something I was going to add to what PG was talking about. What should you do? Oga, I think that there is just what PG says. Most of the time, most couples don't sit to talk about anything. We react when there is problem, and when there's a problem, you want to talk through it, and it usually won't work. And so find time and sit down. When there is no tension, there's no problem, you can talk about what you are not expecting to happen and all those. Again, if she's still like that, leave her. I know why she will change. Okay, she will change small. Kiss her. And do Edem's.
Or start then you go like, really. Okay, so I think we'll be wrapping up in just a little bit. Someone has a contribution. Let me see if I can just take that one quickly. We should be doing this often, attending to issues.
The person has been typing, pal.
No, I think these are messages from forever, Okay, hello Joy. A little contribution. I have 3 children. I divorced the man and went to court, and he decided not to bring the children to me as per the court decided it to be. So which one is the contribution, sister?
So that's a contribution.
Yeah. You divorced the man, and the court asked that you have custody of the children, but the man hasn't. So we go back to court and claim your children, I think. Okay. All right.
I'll probably, this is in response to the other guy keeping the 6 children or having the 6 children, and probably this person is trying to create the impression that probably the guy himself is holding
the children
up to the children, because that's basically something that he's trying to say, that the husband is also refusing to bring the children even though the court has said it. So I'm sure probably he's just trying to say that probably yes, but the guy has texted to say that
different strokes for different folks.
That wasn't the reason, and we can understand.
Brace yourselves. Too Cute Entertainment House, in partnership with FVV Foods, presents 3 times best stand-up comedian, 2 times overall best comedian, and Ghana's finest comedy exports. Lexi the Comic is taking over the UPSA Auditorium this September in a comedy special titled Funny Boy In It. He's back, and this time he's coming with full pressure. 27 September, UPSA Auditorium, 7 p.m. sharp. Tickets are going for 200 cedis regular, 300 cedis VIP, 300 cedis VIP, 500 cedis VVIP. So you want to grab your tickets now. You want to dial star 714 star 800 hash, and for a golden table, golden table is going for 10,000 cedis, and the number to call for that is 02466 09900. 0246 0246 609 900. Or you want to pass through Joy FM front desk to secure your seats before it vanishes. Also performing alongside Lexi will be South Africa's Chris Mapani, KG Mogadi, Ghana's own General Ntatia, Parrot Mouth, Ben South, James Brown, plus poetry by Jeffrey Naughty. Brought to you by Too Cute Entertainment House in partnership with FVV Food, sponsored by South Africa Airways, Asempafi Graphics, Kiss Condoms, Feel Good Homes, and Pabora FDR Creative Hive. Media partners: Joy FM, Hits FM, Adom 106.3 FM, Adom TV, Joy Prime, Joy News, and myjoyonline.com. This one go hot like fire. Funny Boy In It. It's not just comedy, it's a whole operation. And once again, the joy of every parent is to see their children grow healthy, become more intelligent and physically fit. And to achieve this desire, every parent is to ensure that their children are given nutritious foods that have all the essential nutrients recommended for their healthy and daily living. Vitamilk is made from whole grain soybean. You have all the nutrients you need, plus omega-3, 6, and 9. And remember, it has no artificial colorings, no preservatives, and no flavorings. So get the Vitamilk champ for your children. Omega-3, 6, and 9. You know that all of these will help your children to grow smarter, healthier, and stronger every day. Vitamilk, it comes in its regular soy milk drink. You can also get it with the energy one. That's the energy booster with no caffeine. You can have it in the chocolate, the banana, the strawberry. Those are the flavors they come in. And then you can also buy it in the 250 mils or 1 liter Tetra Pak. Vitamilk is indeed a nutritious beverage that feels good anywhere, anytime. 30 seconds each. PG, your final comments.
Oh, well, what I would say, Edem, is, and I think that today a lot of the conversations was around the age gap. So what I would say is, it's a good thing to, we all want somebody who can love us right. And the older, the more mature, and the more experienced, and therefore they're able to love us more or better. And they seem to understand life, understand our needs and everything. But you need to understand that it also comes with its own unique challenges. The two of you might never speak the same language. The two of you might never see the world in a different way. And sometimes for one person to insist, they need to put their foot down. And depending on who is taking it, it might come across like control. Yeah. If you can overlook all those ones, then I think, you can have some fun in there, but it can be tough.
All right. Thank you. And Mama T,
right, I am trying to say, look at the the lady who has left 6 children. It is coming back to me. I beg you, Auntie. Yeah. I beg you in the name of God. Don't, if you have divorced your husband, it is fine, but you can't divorce your children. Yeah. And so I can confidently say, even prophesy, that you will regret it. I beg you in the name of God, go look for the children. Whatever your part is in taking care of them as a mother, take care of them. I have seen too many of mothers like this, fathers like this, in their 60s, in their 70s. They are pleading with their children to come see them. I beg you, divorce your husband. It is fine. You cannot divorce your children. God won't forgive you.
All right, thank you. And someone asked a question finally. He says that, is it advisable for the mother-in-law to be sleeping on their bed and even talk about everything?
What is this?
So you got your
no
answer.
Boundaries.
It is a capital
no.
No.
Hey,
Mama T. So that's how we end Home Affairs. Please, if you are an in-law, that's how we're ending the show. But yeah, I hope everybody picked Mama T. Do enjoy the weekend. My name is Edem Knight-Tay. Kojo Champon, thank you. PG Sebastian is a relationship coach. Mama T is an ACE counselor. Quite a number of people have asked for contact. I will get permission and send the contacts over to you. But thank you all very much for doing the listening. Enjoy the weekend. Bye-bye.